We ensure a stress-free process so that you don't feel nervous. Don't delay your financial decisions. And .au today. SunPlus is here to assist in every way. Your journey to financial clarity starts with SunPlus. Station sponsor.
Dive into the latest news with Oz Arab Media, your premier destination for the latest events, captivating stories, and rich insights from the Arab world and Australia. Stay informed, inspired, and connected.
How long have I got, Ellie?
Download the app or tune into our platforms today. Oz Arab Media, bridging cultures, connecting communities.
Adriano Coluccio Funeral Services is an Australian-owned and operated funeral home, providing dedicated, dignified, versatile and professional funeral services, assisting community members in their time of grief and loss, regardless of
Nearly fell off the chair.
Our commitment and compassion is dedicated to setting the highest standard in funeral professionalism and supporting
I don't know how they sit like that. Oh, Ellie's gone from up there to down there. That's better. Hang on. Oh! How long have I got, Ellie?
And for delivering a high-quality service, we believe photography is about telling a story and capturing those really
I'm down as low as I can, I think.
personalised, unique experience for every photo shoot, specialising in weddings, christenings, family portraits.
That's better.
hrimages.com.au.
And the back thing's right on my back. Jeez, 10 seconds. I'm not even live. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with International Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. Good evening, Ellie. How are you?
Yeah, good. Tired.
Tired. We're all tired. I got woken up at 5 o'clock this morning because the one of the neighbours down the street, his daughter got hit by. Ellie can't keep her microphone straight. She's got to have it right close to her. But someone got hit. The lady fell asleep and hit the other car coming the other way at 5 o'clock this morning and woke me up. So I'm a bit tired myself. Yeah, you're going to have to tighten it somehow, Ellie. Everything's just all over the place here. We don't know what's going on. We're here for one night a week and it's just all over the place. But welcome to the show, guys. Tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I always love to know who I'm helping around the world. We've got people all over this universe here with us. We're live across the world. Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. If you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to the main page, which is on Facebook, which is called the Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I'm an international psychic medium. I do relay direct messages through to you. So there's no tarot cards. There's no tools that I use. I don't need any tools. I just need your question. Don't tell me any information at all either. I just like your question. And sorry, John, from the smorgasbord, the gentleman that's before us, I was literally on the phone to my daughter and could not say good evening to you, but I'm saying it now on the airways. So apologies for that. And so you've been really busy with work there, Ellie?
Yes.
Yeah. I know the feeling. My weekend has been absolutely flat chat. I just did not stop, that's for sure. One thing I know in my life is that it's very busy all the time. And we just want to say good evening to everybody. Can you do me a favor, Ellie? Can you turn down the mic, this mic, please? Yep. And a little bit more. That's better. Because it just sounds like it sounds like I'm in a bathroom and I've turned it down several times, but I can still hear myself as really, really loud. If people are on the airways and they can jump on to, if people are listening in the car or at home on a live 90.5 FM, can they let us know, please, if that sounds terrible or it sounds like it's echoing or that I'm talking through a bathroom? Because when I was driving here tonight and the other day I turned on the radio station to have a little listen, I could actually hear someone talking in the bathroom. That's what it sounded like. But I'll leave it there. So what have we got here? I just want to say good evening to Jill Polglaze. You're in fine form tonight. You've beaten Michelle Coburn. Wow. Go girls. And Michelle Coburn's a fine form second again. So we've got these two ladies. They're here with me every single evening that I go live. I'm on radio every Sunday night from 8 till 10 and every Monday night from 8 till 10 as well. Tony, hi, my MS friend. He said he just sent me a text message saying, "Where am I?" I'm actually at Alive 90.5 FM. That's where I am. I'm at the second studio here in Borkham Hills, and glad to see you. You're on point with my show there, Tony. Yes, I'm here. What else have we got here? Everybody's been messaging me. Yes, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow, I've been invited over by one of our other presenters to go onto her show tomorrow, and I will get in contact with you. If you're on my show now, Jade, I will get in contact with you. I will see what I'm doing tomorrow night because I need to spend some time with my daughter. I haven't seen her all weekend, but I will probably come over to your show. But thank you for that. Thank you for the invitation. And let's say good evening to a few more people here. We've got Paul Will. Happy Monday. Yes, it was a good Monday. Lisa T. Hello, ladies. So I don't use words like good morning or hello because I believe that they are spells. It sounds crazy, guys, but hello is hell and then an O on the end. So I just say good evening or good day or hi, etc. But Lisa's from England and she says, but I live in Greece. She says, I am English, sorry, but I live in Greece. I haven't think I've had anyone on my from Greece on my show for such a long time. Wow, that's so cool. Trudy Wilson, good evening. She said, hope you had a great weekend. We've got Medina Crystal, good evening. Karen Bullitt, good evening. Who else have we got here? No questions yet. But anyway, I'm an international psychic medium. I relay direct messages from spirit through to you. And I don't need any tarot cards. I was given this gift a very long time ago. And I found that I just needed to share it with everybody and not, how can I say? I need to remain humble and I need to share this with people around the world because I believe that if I was given a gift from the creator above, then I need to make sure that I am sharing it with everybody because that's part of paying it forward because I've been given a beautiful gift, an angel gift or something. I don't know what you want to call when we're mediums, etc. But it just feels really nice to be able to help people and to be able to do this around the world and make sure that people are not struggling and I can guide them and I can push them into the right direction most of the time. But I am trying to get onto my page and my page is having a little moment. Here we are. Right, we're back up. I couldn't see any questions, but we're getting the questions coming through now, which is really nice. So tell me where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. Like I said, I love to know who I'm helping around the world or where they're from. So Lisa Tish says, love a reading, please. Little advice on my oldest, if possible. Okay, Trudy Wilson, good evening. A truly amazing gift, she says. Thank you. Yes, I do believe that, I always say that everybody has a gift, a psychic or a mediumship gift. However, it's just how you use it and how you acknowledge it and go from there. And I always knew I had something many, many years ago, like even going back to, when I used to play soccer, I used to say to people, I was very good at soccer. And I used to say to the girls on the field, I say, Michelle, the ball's coming to you. And then never, like no word of a lie, the ball will go to her. And I go, oh, wow, that's cool. I got that one right. I never, ever thought of it. And I realized to this day, I was probably really psychic then. And I never, ever knew what to do with it. Never, ever knew how to control it or anything like that. It was just really some kind of thing that I just did. I just used to say things and it would happen. And I'm thinking, wow, that's really cool. So, but yes, here I am. I've done 465 live shows tonight, and this is our 139th live show on at Alive 90.5 FM. Overall, the 465 shows times that by 2 hours. So what does that equal to, Ellie? That's 100. Yeah, it's just crazy. A lot of readings, 27, 28, 30, whatever it is, 30,000 free mini readings. We average about 25 to 30 readings a night. And they're just mini readings so that I can help people lose that despair that they have for a past loved one. And let me inform you guys that psychic is past, present, and future. And then you've got the mediumship side, which is the past loved ones of your loved ones that have come through and they are talking to me. And I'm just the messenger. So what's that old saying? Don't shoot the messenger. Well, that's just me. I don't have to do any, like a lot of people say to me when I finish my show, or when they talk to me about the mediumship side or anything like that, they say, "Oh, you must have it like you must be really tired. Your energy must be really low. Like when you finish, you must be exhausted." I go, "No, it doesn't even worry me. Doesn't phase me at all." And then sometimes people will say, "Oh, do you have to do a lot of meditation before you start?" Bless you. Do you have to do a lot of meditation before you start? And I say, "No, I don't have time to do." If I had time to do meditation, wow, that would be a miracle. I'm just in and out of the door at home. I was on a Zoom this afternoon. I was on the phone to my daughter, on the phone to my friend, took the dog for a walk for 20 minutes, and then came back home, got ready, set up my shows, and then here I am. So if I can squeeze in anything into my day, I will. Picton in New South Wales is Trudy Wilson. Thanks for joining us. Yes. All right, where are we up to? I was writing down Lisa T. She had something about... She said, little advice on my oldest if possible. Okay, Lisa. So love, like, and share the page, guys. Now, for some unknown reason, I just smelt that, I'm feeling very dizzy around you. And I don't know if this is your daughter or yourself, but I'm feeling very dizzy. I feel like low blood pressure, low BP. That's what I'm hearing. And I also just had a really, really strong scent of, when you wash socks or something like that and you leave them in a plastic bag. I used to do that sometimes accidentally when I was playing soccer. And I'd leave the socks in the plastic bags with the shoes, and when it was raining and they get wet and they'd smell later and you forget about them and you go, "Ooh, that's bad, we'll throw them out." But that's what I had, a scent of, like old, something really, really old, or like mold, or something that's really been sitting in a bag or sitting there for a little while. It looks like a piece of clothing or socks or shoes or something like that. So why are they showing me that for? Socks or shoes? I'm also getting the pressure around the head as well with you. Do you also have numbness in your legs or your feet sometimes? And I feel like the anxiety is that strong sometimes with you that it actually feels like there's pressure on the chest. Okay, so this takes your breath away. It's like a panic attack, but you don't realize that it's a panic attack. So we've got numbness in the feet as well. It's like pins and needles. You don't walk enough, do you? Because I feel like this is part of like a health thing for you. You're asking about your oldest daughter, but I feel like your oldest daughter is going to be okay. She's tougher than you think she is. It's like she's a survivor. I just heard the word survivor, and I saw the big neon light survivor. Like pretty much like that neon white 90.5 FM at the behind me here. So very, very strong personality. And I'm also hearing Scorpio around you. So who's the Scorpio around you? Or who is that? Or Scorpion personality? That's what I'm hearing. So you've also got the number 11 around you. 1 and 1 is 2 in the month of February and also November. So November this month, can you believe it's actually November, guys? It's absolutely gone so fast this year. It's unbelievable. But this year, November, and like it looks like to me, second week in, what are we in the first week now? So next week, between next week and the week after, week 2 and week 3, extremely busy. Be prepared for this. It's going to be, I just heard uproar. Everything's going to be flushed out. That's what I'm hearing. And I just heard training as well. It's like training time. But for the best thing for you with your daughter, zippity zip, lovey. Okay. So what she's trying to do is work out how to continue to fluff her feathers. Like when you get older, you feel like you know everything, and then you don't know nothing. But that's where she's at right now. I just feel like this is part of what's going on with her. And she's a survivor, so they're saying it's a survivor of the fittest with her. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. Normally what we do, guys, if you're new to the show and you'd like to have a free mini reading, then you post up your question only. Don't give me any numbers. Don't give me any names. Don't give me anything about what you want me to answer. And my spirit will get me to this is my iPad. You can see it here, but my spirit will ask me to stop on someone on the iPad, and then sure as ever, it will give me the messages for that person at the time. So we need to make sure that we're not giving me any information. I like to just know where you live. That's it, just for purely to know who I'm helping around the world. That's all that's for. It's not to make it a reading fit to anything, that's for sure. So, and then spirit will draw me to you, and then that way I will be able to do the reading. We've been here every Sunday night over at the other radio station for 102 shows over there. And then here we've done 139 shows here at Alive 90.5 FM. Been here for a long time, Miss Ellie, haven't we? Yes. So I've got here Scott Kraft watching at almost 4:12 a.m. in Columbus, Georgia, USA. I'll take anything you can tell me, please, with a big exclamation mark. Now, why does Spirit just keep saying you better answer his questions? You better give him a reading? Because I do feel like there's a lot of stress on you at the moment, Lovey. And as much as you feel despair, sometimes you feel hopeless, you feel like your self-esteem has spiraled down. There's that faith, there's that will of hope in you, and that's what's driving you along. Whether you like it or not, you're still going forward. It might not feel like it sometimes, but you're definitely going forward. It's like cut-off time here right now. You needed to hear this today to give you that reassurance so that you can just throttle through the rest of the year as well as next year, because next year is going to be really good for you. And this is purely your choice. You have two directions to go, and this is your left side or your right side. So when they say left or right, left to leave, right to receive is the money, and the money's definitely coming in for you as well. And I feel like this is going to be February into March. A lot of people last night had February into March as well. Definitely the money's coming through. You have a lot of ideas, but you don't put it to fruition, love. And it's time for change for you. So you got the 555, exactly 555. Have you been seeing that numbers around like a 555, or like today I seen 444, which is the 4 is usually legal, like law and legal stuff, which is what I study as well. So definitely 555 for you. And going forward, this is going to be amazing. And this is going to be just after February into March, Lobby. So look forward to that. Pennies are definitely going out. 100%. I can't, it's like you're shaking your head, you don't know which way to turn, but I see the money going out, but definitely the money's going to flip back in. And if the more you change that mindset, because your mind is eating you away, okay? So the more you change this mindset, the more you're going to be ahead of the game here. It's like you're in automatic mode. I keep saying this to a lot of people, automatic mode. And going forward, this mode doesn't fit. It doesn't fit with your soul, doesn't fit with your purpose, doesn't fit with anything. So it's up to you. It's like you need to give yourself. It's me telling you, okay, now you can give yourself a kick up the butt so that you can get yourself moving. So that next year in January, you've got between now, which is the beginning of November. We're not even into December yet, so you've got beginning of November until New Year, and then that's it. That's finished for you. And then you're completely into your first gear in January. And I can't stress it enough for you, because whatever you touch is going to turn to gold, and they're showing me gold everywhere around you. So if you put your energy into the right direction and void the other people and the other things that are toxic around you and that's pulling you into the wrong direction, you are definitely going to go in the right direction. And I can't wait. I'm very excited for you. June and July is going to be excitement as well. This is really good. I really like this. As much as, like I said, it doesn't feel like it now, as soon as you change the mindset, you kick yourself up the butt and you get going, it's going to be so much better for you. I'm also getting 16, 7, and yep, July. So definitely July is a significant month for you. So birthdays, anniversary, memorials. Lots of good stuff coming up for you, and it's really exciting. I like it when Spirit shows me all the good stuff, like I see all the doom and gloom all the time, but this one here, you've had your doom and gloom, you've had your baggage. It's time to grab the beautiful luggage and take it into the future of 2025, and then look forward to that. And I want you to come back and report back to us, because all my followers on here, my long-term followers, the Jewel Polglays, the Michelles, the Karen Rileys, the Wendy Burse Martins, all them people there, Joanne Howard, you name it. I've got a lot of people on here that's, and I apologize who I've missed, but I'll be here all night trying to say everybody. But they will help you and they will guide you along. And that's what this page is all about. It's all about the removing the doom and gloom from people. And I'll leave that there. Thank you. John Galliani, will you just stop looking at me? Look at my friend just did. Hang on. I have to just, yeah, oh, 1 second. I'm trying to get my iPad off. 1 second. I'll get my iPad off, and I've got to just show people what I have to put up with. I can't work under these conditions, John Galliani. I swear to God. Can you see those eyes? That is one of my really good friends. I signed him off for his PT course a few years ago, and he stalks me every now and then, and his sister gets on here, and I do this just to make them laugh because I love them. But anyway, who else have we got here? Tracy Gibson, have you got a validation? Ellie smiles at me now when she's got a validation. Over to you then, Miss Ellie, so I can have a drink of my cup of tea.
Yep, so the validation was from Lisa here. She said, "Oh, that's me. Getting low blood pressure. Yep, that's me.
Oh.
While leaving, washing around and being my kids. Yes, that's me. No numbness. Yes, anxiety sometimes. Just started walking. My oldest son. Yes, that's my son. My youngest son is 11. Yes, needs a good cleanup. He is like that. He had leukemia when he was a baby, but he is a very strong character, beats his own drum, and he stresses me out. Lol, thank you so much."
Oh, I'd rather him be stressing you out than anywhere else, Lovey. So enjoy the time with him. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay, any other validations there, Miss Ellie? Okay, good. Right, let's keep going. So last night we had if you wanted to listen, go back and listen to last night's show. You can always go back to any recording. I've got every single recording, 465 live recordings I've got. So you can always go back and watch every recording, or if you've had a reading from me and you want to clarify it, just go back to the recording. They're all there in the video section on my Psychics on Radio Angels on Air page. So we had a missing person about a year ago, Daniel, his name was, and the lady came on last night again and said, "Lesley, you were correct about the car that you saw." And then I drew everything. And when I was driving home last night, normally I just leave the building and sure as ever I can, just go home in peace. But this was quite bizarre. Have I got the books? I don't know if I got, yes. Okay, so this was it here. It's still with me now. So I still saw this young man drowned underneath the water. So this was quite bizarre. So this was the hill. This was where the car was parked, the green car, and there's the lines of the markings of the parking, the hill where he's gone down to go into the water. The water was going this way. There was all trees and bush and whatever over there. But I wrote down that he drowned. But over here, somewhere down line, he definitely drowned. And this was the bridge here. I saw everything and I explained it to her the first time she came on, and then last night there was more information as well, which we shared. But I still can't get this man out of my head because I know that he's there. And what do I do? This is overseas. This is in another country. Never mind, they will find him. They just need to look harder. That's all. People give up, But sometimes people don't want to know the whole story anyway. But which is quite peaceful, because then that way they don't get any more hurt than what they already are. Let's go. Barbara Orchard. I put signs up. Didn't get any phone calls, so I felt cranky that no one has called. Do I have to believe the calls are going to come before they will? Do I have to have faith that the calls will come, faith first? I honestly have no idea what you're talking about, Barbara. Sorry. What is she talking about? Ellie, help me.
I have no idea.
So she's asking, do I have to believe the calls are going to come? Are you talking about manifestation? Is that what you're talking about, Barbara? Barbara Orchard? I think she's talking about manifestation. You have to feel it. You have to see. If you're talking about manifestation, if you want something to happen, you have to feel it. You have to see it. The most important part is feeling it. And you never, ever say that it's not going to happen. Never. The universe is over here and you've got spirit here, your spirit, and they're trying to align together. If you constantly say, I can't afford this, I can't afford that, I'll just get by to the end of the week. I use that analogy all the time. Then what happens? You just get by to the end of the week. That is spirit giving you that, because that's what's exactly what's going on. So it's so important that you don't say anything that you don't want. You need to go and watch the Secret Full movie, Lovey, because it's going to share all the laws of attraction with you, and you're going to see what I'm talking about. I used it to get my property. I've used it to get jobs. I've used it to, I had a feeling when I first started this company that I'm with right now, and I had this feeling that we were going to win money and I couldn't do it by myself. And then sure as ever, we went and did a syndicate. We had 14 people in the syndicate and we won $58,600 between 14 of us. So it was about $4,000 each. And everyone was quite shocked. And I was quite shocked as well because it was the biggest amount of money that I've ever won. But I knew I couldn't do it by myself. And we were one number and one digit off winning $5 million because it was $150 million Powerball. There was a gentleman that won the $150 million in Adelaide, but if he didn't win, we would have had more money, of course. But if we would have won because we had every single Powerball number, my work colleague and I were talking about the number 8, and I'm a number 8. This year is a number 8. And we were talking about, and I was teaching him about the numerology. And then sure as ever, the number that we should have chosen was a number 8, and we had a number 7. If we would have had that number 8, that one number, because we had every other number, we would have won over $5.3 to $5.6 million between 14 of us. And that was half of the 75,000 of the 150 million. 75 million. Sorry. But how cool would that have been just to win 5.3 million? I could have just changed so many things in my life. I swear to God, it would have been amazing. I'm still kicking myself, Ellie. Still to this day. Right. Karen Bullet, currently having relationship issues, has me in a spin. Will it get better? No, I don't feel like this is getting better, lovey. I feel like this is a mental health thing too. I don't feel like this man has got his heart on his sleeve as well, this person. Karen, it's like you're dodging bullets. They just said your surname is Bulot, but I just heard bullet. So like a bullet, like you're dodging bullets. Okay, anybody that's causing you pain or trauma is not the right thing for your path. Okay. Not the right thing for your path, lovey. Your spirit, I'm going to sneeze, but your spirit and your soul is pushing you out of this relationship, and it's getting harder and harder and harder because your soul doesn't want you to be there. Your spirit doesn't want you to be there. If anything in any relationship, communication breakdown, environment that you're working in, or anything around the home gets harder and harder and harder, and it's making it so hard that you cannot handle it anymore, or enough is enough. You finally get to the point where you say, that's it, I'm done, enough is enough. Then you need to listen to that, because that's your soul and spirit working together, and they're trying to push you out so you don't get any more hurt or you don't have any more issues with this person. However, I'm trying to move my screen away from that shadow. I don't know why, but can we turn that one down, Ellie, please? Because I've got this streak in through my head, like a lightning bolt. I don't know, this one here. Yep, go down a bit more. That's better. That's heaps better. Yeah, but still looks the same. I don't know what it is. It's something here. That right there. Now it makes me look worse. No, leave it on. That's better. Wow. We sometimes we can win with these lights in here. Sometimes we can't, but they give us headaches because they're right in our face. Never mind. We did our best. But yes, going back to spirit and the universe will deliver what you don't want, guys. So we need to make sure that we're asking for everything that we want, and that we don't upset the apple cart with spirit, because spirit's trying to make you aware of what you do need and you don't need. And if it's a happy relationship, then you certainly need it. You don't need any toxicity. You don't need any gaslighting, love bombing. You don't need anything like that. And too many people are narcissists these days, and too many people are getting away with hurting a lot of people as well. And it's time for change. But I'll leave it there, and we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Do you see what I mean with this bloody light? What's wrong with it? Which light is that one, Ellie? Look, I've got these 3 streaks in front of me. Look, see?
Using an oral procedure called Digital Full Arch Solution.
No, it's right here. Look at it. It's really weird. That's it. You did it. Which one was that one?
The one right above.
That is so much better. I couldn't concentrate. Right. I feel better now. Technical issue with the light and my hair. It's from the headset.
Technology and IT needs while you dedicate your time to growing your business.
Last night when we were going to radio at the other one, we had far out. There was so many flying ants. It wasn't funny. We had ants everywhere. I wonder how they went today, Ellie. We had flying ants everywhere.
Sitting in your kitchen or at your office, listening to your favorite radio online. Introducing Ripple Networks, Australia's newest broadband internet provider, providing internet services to homes and businesses across Australia. Sign up today to get a 6-month discounted internet plan with no lock-in contracts. To activate internet at your home or business, go to ripplenetworks.com.au. Station sponsor.
Are you considering selling your property hassle-free? Property Services Agency is here for you. Their unbeatable sales commission starts from just 1%. Enjoy the perks of a free video, photos, a floor plan, signage, plus your property listed on major sites for free for any sales listings. For stress-free property management, they've got you covered. They offer free photos and listings on major sites as your property deserves the best. Be trouble-free and contact them today. PropertyServicesAgency.com.au. Station sponsor.
SE Timbers Castle Hill are flooring experts. Not just flooring, SE Timbers supply, install and guarantee solid timber, engineered, laminate and vinyl flooring, as well as carpet, blinds and shutters. An authorised dealer of major brands like Coral, Preference and Quickstep. Call 98946660 or visit setimbers.com.au to arrange a free quote today. Station sponsor, SE Timber Floors and Shutters, ingrained quality.
Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero, and welcome to my show. I've just had some spider on my oh my gosh, it's all happening here tonight, Ellie. It was just a spider. I'm talking in the ad break. I'm talking about all the flying ants last night, and I just go to grab my pen, and there's a big spider on my my notepad. Lucky I didn't scream the house down. Okay, if it was my daughter, she would have screamed everywhere because she's terrified of spiders. Okay, so where were we up to when we're doing all the readings? That's right, before I got sidetracked with the spider. Welcome back to the show, guys. So tell me where you're from, suburb, state, country, county. I'd love to know who I'm helping around the world. We're live across the world, including Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Alive, 90.5 FM Facebook page, the Omni Studio, and iHeartRadio. We're here every Sunday night from 8 till 10 and Monday nights at Alive, 90.5 FM, every Monday night from 8 till 10 as well. So let's keep going here. If you've got a question, then post it up onto the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. I just started sweating. The aircon's on, and it's warm in here because I've got so much spirit and energy around me. When I come here, I wear a jacket. I don't feel hot at all. And then before I've even walked into the room, I'm already burning, already burning up. Okay, let's keep going. Well, that resonated. Medina Crystal, what resonated? I don't know what she means. Oh, with she means with the spirit path and everything like that. I get what you mean now. Karen Bullitt, yes, I so believe he is having mental health issues. He has become a different person. Lovey, that's his true colors. It's not a different person. Okay, so this is his true colors, Lovey. You need to get out of it. His problem is not your problem. You need to have stability. You're a stable person. You need to have stability, okay? Oh, there we go. What else have we got here? Did you smile at me, Ellie, because we've got a validation?
Yes.
Yes, from Scott Kraft. I just saw that. Thank you.
Yep. So Scott said, thank you. Everything was pretty spot on. I've been through the doom and gloom due to addiction, but I am working on that and life is getting better. The money is definitely a struggle for the same reason, and I'm trying to climb out of the hole addiction put me in. I see the numbers 555 almost every day because that's when I started getting ready to leave work. My birthday is also in July. Thanks again.
Ah, there you go. There's the 555 and there's the July. Now, Scott, let me tell you something. I never used to believe in demons. I never used to believe in anything like that. But the only way that I can get you to stop this addiction, and you don't even have to take my advice, and this is to go to church. I don't go to church myself. I just remain a good person all the time. But I want you to go to church. If you cannot get your body into church and you cannot sit there and pray, or you cannot sit there or take the holy water, then you know you've got a demon in your lovey. And that's really important to get it out, because this is what they do to people. This is how it comes about. And I researched this with one of my friends beginning of this year. I never used to believe in it at all until I started watching things on YouTube about the priests. There was a documentary with 4 priests that were interviewed about exorcism and all that stuff, all this really crazy stuff. And I never used to believe it. I used to think that it was in the movies, but no, the stories that they had and the stuff that they spoke about, and they always talk about, something, a bad entity attaching to you either when you're young or when you're vulnerable or when you're sad or this and that, blah, blah, blah. But long and short of it, they attach to you and then they stay in you forever, and they break down communication with your relationships first. They break down communication with the family. They push you into a realm where you need addiction to get you through the day or anything like that. So it gets worse and worse and worse. I also watched this page called something in Phoenix. I can't remember what it's called anyway. It says a Facebook page, and it's only in Phoenix or something like that. And there's a lot of homeless people there, but I see so much demonic stuff with them, and they're not even really hurtful people. They're just so drugged up to their eyeballs, and this sounds all crazy stuff. And I don't have one eye in the middle of my head, but you do your own research. But it just sounds really familiar what you've just said in your response, and I had a feeling it was addiction, but I didn't want to say it to embarrass you. But now that you've said it, but the addiction is part of something that you're trying to hide. It's a filter. It's always the front of the filter, and you need to ask yourself, where do you want to be? Because if you can completely remove whatever's going on in your past, which you never will, you just got to push it aside and forget about it and move on, then you will be a better person yourself. There's so much going for you. I can't stress it enough. And I've got your birth month right. I've got your 5/5 right. I've got everything about that you said was correct. How much more validation do you need to know that I'm putting you on the right track right now? So keep us posted, please, because we want to know where you are and how you're going and things like that, because there's nothing worse than being in this world and being a lonely soul. Okay, and that's what's happening here. You're a lonely soul because you've pushed everyone out, and that's what the demon does to you. It pushes them out, and then it makes you become numb to people as well. So long story cut short with all this stuff from the documentaries that I've watched, but you need to, get your life together, lovey. You can do it. No one else is going to make you do it. It doesn't matter what I say. You need to do it yourself, and no one else can make you happy. So it's purely up to you. It's whether you want to go down the left side or the right side. The right side is the pretty path. The right side is the path that you will enjoy yourself on, that will bring you euphoria, will bring you happiness, will bring you joy. But the left side is the doom and gloom, the one with the baggage, the one with the ugliness, the one with the dirt track, the one that you can't walk on, and the one that you're going to be dragging your tail on the ground for the rest of your life. So which one sounds better? It's purely in your court. But I'll leave that there. Thank you. Okay. So if you've got a question, then come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We're here every Monday night from 8 till 10. And if you've got a validation, just type it in capitals, validation, and post it back up on the page. We really appreciate that. That keeps me and my spirit on track, because I like to know if I'm correct or not, if he's correct or not. So he needs to stay on track, my spirit. But spirit can be for your psychic part. So there's a lot of people out there that are just psychics, and not all psychics can be mediums, but all mediums are psychics. So I get both, and I get the psychic, which is past, present, and future. And then I get the mediumship side, which is talking to your past loved ones. So if you've got a question for them, you ask it in your head, you post it up on the page here. And then if my spirit and your past loved one are connected, then I will be stopped at your name, and I will read out your question and then answer it with the guidance of my spirit guide and him talking to yours. So who else have we got here? Christine Marie Clark. Hi. I don't say the word hello, but hi. Please, can I have guidance from Perth? Cool. So we've done Karen. We've got Christine from Perth. So what do we got here? We've got the number 11 around you, November, and I've got 2 in February. I also see property for you as well. A lot of people were doing things with property lately. But I'm also seeing it's like the property's up here on a little bit of a slanty hill, and then I see the driveway out the back of it. It's kind of like it comes around to the side. I don't even know if I can draw this because I'm a really bad drawer. But you've got the property here, house, and then you've got the path, and it looks like it goes there, or the driveway. Now, don't laugh at my picture. That's the house, and that's the path going. Whoops, that's the path going backwards. It's literally with a H on the back. Oh, Ellie, how funny. But now it looks like a chook. There you go. Looks like a chook now. See, it looks like a chook. I'm not a very good drawer. You know what I used to draw for my daughter? Elmo. That was it. Just Elmo, straight Elmo. Mum, can you draw me something? Yes. Okay. Here, I could only ever draw Elmo. No, do it again. Do it again, she used to say. And I go, okay, I'll draw Elmo again 50,000 times.
My favourite's the broccoli in the skirt.
I'm going to have to get that out somewhere. I don't know which book it's in now, but yes, I meant to draw a lady once with a skirt with the flowers on the skirt, and everyone kept saying it looked like a piece of broccoli with the skirt on. Oh, yes, very funny then, but not now. So what do we get? We get this house here, and I'm also seeing like the driveway go down the back. I don't know what that means. Like either it could be a battle axe block. That's what we call them here. Battle axe block. And I'm also getting number 14 around you. 1 and 4 is 5 in the month of May as well. So lots of good stuff coming up for this year in May coming, but I don't feel like that this year just gone has been a bit of a trying time. It was hard rocks. I'm hearing hard rocks, like it's just like you just kept hitting brick walls. What does the hard rocks mean? I've never heard of that before, but hitting brick walls all the time. And sometimes it feels like that when you can't get traction, but trust me, this is definitely going to change by May next year, lovey. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And they're also giving, did I just say 14? Yes, 14. Definitely number 14 because I just had it again. I'm getting 12 as well. Christmas is going to be very busy, and that's normal for Christmas. I know that's very general, but this is going to be something quite special for you for Christmas. So look forward to that. If it's not just Christmas, it's going to be just after. It just said just after, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. We got anything there?
No.
Okay. So Lisa Young, hi. I'm from Gympie in Queensland. Thanks for joining us. So tell us where you're from, guys. Suburb, state, country, county. I love to know who I'm helping around the world. I will be answering your question. I think it's amazing that I can actually help people, and I really enjoy doing what I'm doing when I actually have to help people. And I've been traumatized for the last, what's today, Monday, Sunday. Today I found out that poor little bird, that bin bird, the ibis, they had to put him down at the vet because he had fractures in his chest and his wings. And when I picked him up to take him to the vet, I heard everything go crack, and I'm just traumatized. I've been traumatized for the last 3 days with that thing. And I was trying to tell my daughter, and she thought I was crazy, but she's thinking, Mum, it's just a bird, you know. I go, yeah, but it's not just a bird, and she's laughing at me. And I go, okay, never mind. I'm very sensitive to animals lately. I can't help being very, suki la with animals. So never mind. I think as you get older, you realize the beauty in nature and everything like that. Melissa Marie. Feeling lost, any guidance is appreciated. Okay, Melissa. How do I know this name? Melissa Marie. So what do we have here? Spirit. Okay, I just saw the number 10 for you, October. So this, whatever happened here has occurred just before September into October. September into October, I'm hearing. I'm also seeing the money. The money's definitely going out here for you, okay? So it's time to pull back the reins. The rains need to come back big time, and it's like you need to pull to a stop. That's what I'm hearing. So you've been going, you know, when you see like in the old Roman movies and they've got the chariot and they've got the guy on the back of the chariot and he's got that weird skirt on, you know, like the leather skirt of the animal, and then he's bare chested and he's running and he's jumped on the back of the chariot and he's got the whip and everything and he's whipping the horses and whatever else to go faster. That's been you. And they're showing me that, but now it's time and they show me him pulling everything right back. So everything's got to be pulled right back to a stop, lovey. It's time for change, definitely. It's like the health is getting taxed. Everything's getting taxed around you. They're also giving me pain in the neck here. And I'm not talking like that analogy of pain neck, but I feel like something's not right here on the side of the neck. And they also give me really dry mouth. It's like you haven't had water or you're dehydrated so bad that you can't even, it's like it's really hard to swallow. I'm just writing this down. And the lips is dry, everything's dry. It's like you've shriveled up like a prune, you know, like you haven't got that much hydration in you. They keep showing me the chariot pulling the reins up on the horse and coming to the fastest stop ever. I can't stress that enough with you. Whatever you're doing, you need to just stop. Okay, so this is about anyone talking, anyone, you know, zippity zip. It's got to just stop. Everything's got to stop. If you don't say nothing, nothing will get out. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, I'm also seeing jewelry around you. So either bracelet or something's been missing for a while, bracelet or watch. Does one of you wear the watch on, normally you wear a watch on the left wrist, but someone's wearing the watch on the right wrist. Okay, it looks like I just saw the watch here on the right wrist. I don't know if it's mirrored here or whatever, but yeah, the watch. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you, and this is escalating it, but I feel like you're going to be okay. Okay, so don't stress too much. I know that sounds crazy, but things are definitely going to change for you. And it's like, I see you treading on eggshells, see you treading around the house, treading around doing this, doing that, and that's not right. It's like it has to stop. It's just like the gates, the pearly gates I just heard. Gates are opening. The horse has left the gate. Now you've got to pull it back. It's just like right back. Everything and everyone around you. It's like you're letting everyone get away with things. The more you let people get away with hurting you, the more they're going to hurt you because they don't respect you, lovey. The anxiety will be a lot better once you start getting into your health and looking after your health and getting some essential minerals into you, essential trace minerals into you, okay? So it's really important. We need you to get that into you. And I've got this really, really kind of weird smell around. I'm getting all the smells tonight. It's really weird. I got this really, really bizarre smell around you. And I feel like this is either someone that's had, what do you call it, gangrene feet or had their toes cut off or something like that. Gangrene. I don't understand that, but this is coming out. I feel like this is a male with either diabetes, and it looks like they suffer with a lot of anxiety as well. Always stress, always smoking. Is that you smoking, or is this a male around you like this that's smoking? He's got quite a big belly on him. Used to call it when we used to teach the diabetic belly. Belly large. And he's just like smoking, doesn't know what he's doing. He's like he's freaking out. His eyes are popping out of his head. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if this is just a money thing or he's not coping with his mental mind as well. Mindless, I just heard as well. And this is around you. This is why everything's going south at the moment, because you need to pull back everything. I can't stress it enough. And it's time for change, definitely time for change. If you don't change things now and leading into Christmas, next year is just going to be a roller coaster. The year after, so you've got 2 more years of up and down roller coaster. It's purely the ball is in your court whether you want to keep going with this or not. Okay, I think you know what I'm talking about, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validation, Sarah Lee?
Yes.
Okay, over to you.
Yeah. So Christine Marie said the 11th of November I have an appointment with the surgeon, and my birthday is in February.
Which one was that one?
That was Christine Marie Clark.
So, all right, cool. So Christine Marie Clark, so she's February, was it? And the surgeon in November.
Yeah.
Wow, there you go, guys. November and February. Pretty cool. Did you like my sad looking house there? I seriously need to go and do drawing lessons, Nelly. I can only draw Elmo, like I said. Okay, Natalie Carl, am I in the right page? Yes. All the people on here will let you know, that's for sure. Ellie's let her know. Am I too far behind? Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rosie Salerno. She's validation. You are amazing. Thank you. So I need to remain humble. And I try and remain humble when I do this because I like Spirit to give me the messages. If I told him ages ago when I started doing this, I said, if I ever become a big fat head about what I do, I said, take it away. Oh, there's that validation now. I've caught up, I think, Ellie. Right. Okay, so don't give me any information, guys. I just like to get the question here. So if you've got a question, then come over to the main page on Facebook, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Post up that question and I will answer it there because I need to just get a question. I don't want to know any other information unless you're giving a validation and type in capitals validation and post that up for me as well. Back over to you there, Miss Ellie. There's another one there from Scott. Yeah, he says, validation. I have been in church and attending NA meetings daily. There you go. And it's working out well for me. Okay, perfect. Finally, about to hit 6 months clean Thursday. I will definitely keep you updated. That's awesome. See, there you go. I said the church earlier. I didn't realize I was saying it and you're already there. There you go. That's so cool. Well done, Scott. Very proud of you. That's what we need you to do. We need you to pull yourself back. And if you can just stay off track, once you start getting your life together, it feels so good and you're on the right path and there's no turning back this time, Scott. It's like you've done that before. It felt like hell before. Why do you want to go and put yourself back in hell? You want to go onto the right side. You know what I mean? So it doesn't feel nice to be in a unstable mind and unstable state with your life. It's your life. It's not a rehearsal. It's the real thing, guys. Thank you, Rosie. Very sweet. Okay, what else do we have here? Yeah, everyone's complimenting Scott on his achievement on the page. It's beautiful. Okay. Joe Ellen, good evening. Good evening from Victoria. Would really appreciate some guidance. Thank you, Joe Ellen. Okay, what else do we have for Joe? There's Spirit. Okay. I get the number 5, so it's May for you. And I was looking at the numbers 53 on my phone because it's 8:53 here. And then I just saw, that's why I paused, because I saw 5 and then I saw the 53 and then I just saw Spirit just push them apart. So it was a 5 and a 3. So you've got a May and a March in you, in and around you. So whatever that means, birthdays, anniversaries, memorials. We also get the number 13 around you. So 1 and 3 is 4 and the month of April. So I do feel like April this year was all over the place as well, but getting traction right now. It feels really good. They just showed me somebody hugging a tree or something. I don't know. I just saw somebody run up to a tree and hug a tree. Do you do that? So hugging trees, is it supposed to be really, really good for you? We're a tree hugger. It sounds really crazy, but I've got to say what I get because I just literally saw that vision of somebody running up to a tree, a female running up to a tree and just hugging it. It's not a small tree either. I'm also getting like horse and carriage, like the old-fashioned horse and cart. Now this looks like to me going back to an elderly great-grandfather or a grandfather. I'm not sure if you would know them, but I feel like the great-grandfather had some connection with the horse. Well, that sounds very general because it would have been about that era, but this is like the old, like they were part of like the historic part of when they used to work. They used to ride the horse and they used to do that for a living. It was like they were the masters of the horse that used to ride people around with the carriage, if that makes sense. It's like the bride's carriage or the queen's carriage, I don't know what that means to you, but it looks like to me it's a photo or it's an old-fashioned photo, an old-fashioned image, they're saying. With the old-fashioned camera, the really, really old-fashioned camera where they used to hold it like that, and then they'd look down into the camera and it was a box, and then they'd take it and then the photo would come out. It was really cool. This is going back, and I'm talking like 1800s, like this is going right back to the 1800s. So what does that mean to you? Have you recently done a family tree, or is someone done like that's the only thing I can think of with the 1800s, like a family tree? Or are you thinking of doing that? Or have you just done it? Because I just heard family tree. They're also giving me the anxiety around you as well. So going forward, has there been someone also with knee pain, like had issues with the left knee? Because I just had sharp pain in the knee. That's not me. Unless it's you again, Ellie. Yeah, like arthritis. I just had it again. Because remember when I came in here, Ellie, and I said, oh my God, I was trying to walk from the car. I was half crippled, and I'm trying to get up the stairs. I go, what's wrong with my knee? I can hardly walk. And and we get in here, and I go, I can't walk, Ellie. What's wrong with me? And she goes, I dislocated my knee today. As soon as she said that, I was fine. I'll go, okay, thank you. Thanks for validating that. I couldn't believe it. It was, oh yeah, that pain is there. Definitely something not right with the left knee. And I feel like there's either arthritis deep into the bone. Like this goes to the bone. It's like a stabbing pain to me. That's really, really painful. Or they've done it, or they've had a fracture on the patella, like the kneecap, which is called the patella. Oh, wow. It's really painful. Okay, Spirit, you can take that away now. I'll leave that there because I need to get away from this pain. And we'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM. Thank you. Oh, wow, that pain, that is definitely not me. Oh. Wow. Who's that? Who's got that pain? Far out. Joe. Look at her beautiful hair. Turn around, give us a flash. Look at this. Look at it. Yesterday, whoop, you're on the floor. She's on the floor. Hang on. Look. It's thick. It's beautiful. You're a crack up. Because a conversation could change your life. Oh, Ellie. Right, what else have we got here? Oh, I wish this pain would go away out of my knee. Take it away, Spirit. You're killing me. Oh, it's not you. Well, it's got to be someone else. Okay, we've got a beautiful big validation for Melissa Marie. I don't really drink what's called caffeine tea, but this is my favorite. I can't not drink it sometimes. French Earl Grey, guys. Best tea ever. It smells beautiful. Oh, thank you. Okay. Sunplus is here to assist in every way. Your journey to financial Lisa Young, good night, lovey. Is she saying she's going to bed or she's going to bed? So I don't want to read her if she's not there. Yeah. Locations across the Hills and Hawkesbury areas. If you're unable to pick up a printed copy, there is free online access at hillstohawkesbury.com.au, plus the newspaper's social media sites. The Hills to Hawkesbury team's aim is to inform, involve, and inspire, which is why partnering with Alive 90.5 makes perfect sense. Station sponsor. Oh, of course, Michelle Coburn. How long have I got? 25 seconds. Of course, Michelle Coburn. Of course, just click to me too. Poor David. He's got a fracture in his knee. Oh, she's still here. Okay, Lisa, hold on because I'll read you now, lovey. I'm just writing down your name so I don't forget while I'm in flight with spirit. Oh, quick. Welcome back to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air with international psychic medium Lesley Spaliviero. And welcome back to my show. We're here for one more hour. So if you'd like to have a free mini reading, then come over to that Facebook page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We stream across the world. I stream on about 6 to 7, sometimes 8 platforms when we go live. And it's Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, the Alive 90.5 FM Facebook page, Omni Studio, and iHeartRadio as well. So we don't just go onto one little platform here. We're on 8. And it's really nice to be able to do that. If I had the opportunity to put Instagram and TikTok on there, I would have as well. But I kind of can't keep up with this social media, let alone everything else. But Lisa Young, she says, I just asked in the break if she was still here because she's got to go to work tomorrow. So I said I'd give her a reading. So we're going to do a reading for you now, Lisa, because I said I wasn't going to read her if she wasn't going to be hanging around. So what do we get? I get some pain in the right side of my jaw. Do you actually grind your teeth or anything to do with this side of the face here? Or who's that around you? Because I'm getting pain in the right side of my jaw. Right jaw. And I'm also seeing an elderly lady around you, and they're showing me like nursing home. Have you got someone around you that does nursing, or you a nurse, or something to do with nursing, or you're comforting someone with like caring or whatever it is? Because I see that happening around you, unless you're going to visit someone soon, or you have been visiting someone, because I see the hospital and I see the people, the nurses running around everywhere. That's what I'm seeing. So I feel like this is an elderly lady in hospital as well. And this lady here has had some kind of fall. Looks like she's hurt her arm. Looks like the arm is quite swollen here. Okay, so it looks like the arm is quite swollen. And the hearing has gone as well. And this lady, I feel like she had issues with the crossing of the road, or fell crossing the road, or something like that. I don't understand what this is. I've just got to say what I get. It might not even resonate with you. It might resonate with someone around where you've just posted that question, like Michelle Coburn, Bella Mallory, or Trudy Wilson, Rosie, Salerno, maybe somewhere around there, because I'm seeing a couple of different things here. I'm seeing the elderly lady in hospital and people running around, and then I'm also seeing another person near the crossing, and they're walking on the pedestrian crossing with their walker, but they trip as well, even though they've got their walker, and it's like they're down on their knees. It's like they've tripped forward and the walker's is out in front of them. That's what I'm seeing. I'm also getting the number 9 around you in September, and also 12 again. So December, big things coming up for you in December. This pain in the neck, I don't know if it's from you or I said it earlier, but I've just got the same pain now, so it might have been I was picking up on you earlier. But have you had issues like sleeping, and you can't turn your head both ways? You know what I mean? So it looks like someone's got a stiff neck at the moment. And I also get the anxiety around you as well. And this has been quite strong lately. So very, very strong anxiety, Lisa. And has this been with relationship and money with relationship? It's been up and down like this, because I'm just looking at the relationship. I feel like there's a male around you, and this has been kind of a bit tough for you at the moment. So I'll just put a love heart there, because I'll just put the love heart with the straight through it. I don't know if this was in the past, because I feel like whatever's this relationship issue has happened with you and it's gone south, I just feel like that this has actually taken the soul, bit part of the soul. It's like it's cut some part of the heart out. Does that make sense? And that's why it's still strong energy now. Even if it was like 3 or 4 years ago or whatever it was, I'm seeing that the soul is still taxed from this relationship. It was really tough on you. I'm not like, this anxiety has been going on for too long, lovey. I feel like that the deficiencies in the minerals, your essential minerals, need to be topped up. Now, we keep taking me back to this elderly lady in hospital. I'm seeing both of them. I don't know if this is the same lady, because I'm seeing 2 different themes. I'm seeing 2 different scenarios here, where one was walking across the road with the walker. It might be the same one that's hurt herself walking, and then now she's in hospital, or that's what happened, and she went to hospital and then passed in hospital. She also had issues with the throat. It's like she was really skinny, and when I see the same theme of them pulling the blankets up to their chest, I know they're frightened, and I use the word frightened because that's the word they would have used in their days. They're pulling up the blanket to their chest, and they're making sure that, and they're looking around as if they're, like they're little kids, and they're frightened of the dark. You know what I mean? And this is what this lady's trying to tell me. She was frightened of the dark. The dark was like the most awful thing for her. She couldn't handle the dark, and I just felt something touch the back of my neck. Tonight, with all those flying ants, Ellie, that was there last night, I had one hit me on the back of the neck when I was talking to my daughter this afternoon, and I grabbed it, and I'm going, oh my God, somebody's on my neck. What is it? And she's flicked it off, but I can still feel some of it down my back, and I'm like, oh, it's very creepy. But yes, I do feel like that something's been tickling your neck, or you've had some irritation or something not right with the back part of the neck here. Perhaps it was surgery, or this elderly lady had surgery as well. You know, when they fuse the spine, and I'm still getting this pain in the knee. I've got to write it down. So the left knee, and it's not me. I didn't have this pain when I walked in, and it wasn't Ellie that I was picking up on her again. So, but Michelle Coburn said that it's her husband David, because he's got issues with his knee, and she's on the live here. I didn't think of that before, but I'll leave that there. But times are changing for you, Lisa, so look forward to it. Work is your savior here at the moment. It's keeping your mind off things around your environment. So smile when you go to work, because I don't feel like that you've smiled, or they're saying no smile in a while. That's what I'm hearing. But keep smiling, lovey. You got a beautiful, beautiful temperament, beautiful smile. You need to glow. You're not glowing at the moment, and it's all because of all this kerfuffle, I should say. I can't even get the word out. Kerfuffle around you, and I'll leave that there. Thank you. Any other validations there, Ellie?
I have a pile.
Oh, you have a pile of valid. Well, okay, girl.
So I've got one from last
Oh,
night.
hang on. Sorry, she just said she's a support worker. That's why I can see all these people around her. It looks like a hospital. She must go to hospital too. Sorry, I'm in flight with spirit with still Ellie.
So I've got one from Karen Riley from last night. She said, "Thank you so much for sharing my badge with everyone. My left side has been giving me trouble. I tend to bite my gums when I get too anxious, and I am planning on going to Sydney for Christmas."
Ah, yes, I do remember saying that now. Where did she post that validation? I
Last
can't
night,
even.
just as we ended.
Oh, that's right. Yes, and that's right. You said you were going to grab it. I remember now. Thank you.
And then I've got a big chunky one from Melissa Marie. So Melissa said, "You were spot on with the neck pain and dry mouth. I've had lots of medical problems. The watch I haven't been able to wear is the back fell off, and I feel a bit naked without it. Anxiety.
Oh, there you go.
Anxiety. Oh my God! Yes, the past few months have been have had family problems and work and health problems, and anxiety is sky high. You mentioned feet and a smell that could be related to the large belly smoking man you see. Someone I knew like that passed recently. Could it be him?
Yeah,
He
100%.
had diabetes
Ah.
and feet problems. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. The money issue is spot on for blessings to you."
Yes, 100% here. Look, I wrote the male with diabetes there, and I said belly, large belly, and I said mind like I can't even read them already. Dehydration in the lips as well for you, lovey. So the neck and the gangrene legs. So like his legs were like if he would have had something issues with his legs, because I could smell the smell of it. Wow. When I started doing all this stuff professionally, I was doing some training, and I had to go with these two ladies, and I wasn't very confident with myself. And this is going back, oh gosh, I don't know, 6 or 7 years now. Anyway, cut a long story short, I was with these ladies, and I said to the ladies, "You two go first, and then I'll go last. I'll do the reading last." And then my hands started to get all itchy. I was thinking, what's wrong with my hands? They were getting all itchy, and my arms were getting itchy. And then I could smell this horrendous smell before I even came into the room that we were in. And I said to myself, "Oh my God!" And I had my t-shirt up over my nose like this, and I'm thinking, what on earth is that smell? I've never smelt it before. It was just horrendous, and it kept lurking around. And I was looking around at people saying, "Man, you guys have got to shower, like you stink." I wanted to say that, but I couldn't. But anyway, cut a long story short, it turns out that when it was my turn to read, that one of the ladies that I was reading for, her father had passed away from gangrene legs, from diabetes. He was in hospital, and everything I said was 100% correct with what was going on with him. And when she said, I said, "There's this horrendous smell around, like him. I don't understand. And I can see legs." And I said, "It looks like he's missing toes." And she stops, she puts a pen down, and she looks at me, and she says, "Lesley," she goes, "that's my dad. And he had diabetes, and he lost his toes from gangrene." I went, "Oh my God, that was the smell." And then as soon as she said that, the smell went. So I'm thinking, wow. And then tonight I got the same smell again. It's like spirit gives me things as in themes, so that so that I can understand that the same theme is for the same or a different person, but it's the same theme. That means I'm on track. That's how my spirit gives me things. But over to you there, Miss Sally. Looks like there was another smiley face validation there.
Yeah, so Joe Ellen said, thank you so much. Yes, I do hug trees. It feels amazing. I'll ask my mum about horse and carriage family trees.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Joe Ellen, she said that she hugs trees, and that's what I wrote down, hugging trees. I just saw this lady running over to a big tree and just giving it a big cuddle, no matter what was in the tree. So there you go.
And then Lisa Young said, thank you, Leslie. Yes, I'm a support worker. I just lost my sister, and altogether in the last 4 years, I've lost my dad, whom I couldn't go to his funeral because of COVID. Then my mum in 21, and the last 3 months, I lost my best friend, and then my sister. My heart is broken.
Oh, lovey. That's it for now. There's no more. There's no more. No more sorrow for you, lovey. That's it. It's done. It's all over. You know, like it's done. There's no more for a long time. It's really sad. You know, like this is the biggest thing when you are a medium. You have to deal with all the doom and gloom and the sorrow that people that the you know, the dreaded sorrow that people go through. And this is where we are to pick you up there, lovey, because we feel this. They're always around you. They never leave your side. You know, they never go anywhere. And people say to me, like I said last night on the show, if you don't feel them around, bless you, if you don't feel them around, it doesn't mean they're not there. And people say, oh, in private readings to me, they say, oh, Lesley, you know, I used to feel them around, but they're not there anymore. And I just see spirit go and throw their arms up in the air and go, oh my God, I've been giving you about 15 messages, faint messages, but you haven't picked them all up. So that's what they do. They don't give you messages, people, you know, and not come and knock on the door and say, hey, are you free for a cup of coffee for half an hour? I just want to have a chat. They don't have the energy to do that, even though they'll be sitting there with you and you wouldn't even know that they were there with the coffee. You wouldn't even know that they were there. They're always right beside you, you know. So it's like when I left SWA. No, it would have been here. No, which one was it? No, it was SWA. So we left SWA when we first went back there early, and I had a premonition in the car just as I left the station, and I saw this van on the side of the road, and then I saw this as I was driving past the lights, and then the van was there on the left side, and I saw this man run straight out in front of me, and then I would have hit him. But because I saw that, and then all of a sudden I come to these lights that I saw, and then I saw the van up further, and then I didn't see anybody there. But this is 10:30 at night, mind you. And then I've just gone up and I slowed right down near the van. And sure as ever, what runs out in front of me? A man, out of the blue. And I could not see him from where I was. And I thought, wow, you know, if my spirit wasn't always there with me, or one of my loved ones wasn't always there with me, I don't know what would have happened. I would have run that man over, because, you know, taking off at the lights at that time, and I wasn't even speeding, and I just pulled virtually right up near the van because I knew he was going to come out, and that's a blessing in disguise, I think, for him, because otherwise I would have run him over. But that's spirit looking out for me and making sure that I'm okay. And that's one thing that you can ask your past loved ones. You can ask them to always be there, always look after you, and always protect you. So for me, with spirit and my spirit guide, the angels as well, everything and anything, I always ask them 24/7, no matter what, protect me 24/7. Always make sure that we are looked after. My work colleagues, my friends, my family, my pets, my vehicles, every single thing around me, everyone and everything around me, to protect it 24/7. And that's all I ask for. And I don't need to worry about anything else. And that's what I was saying earlier. People say, oh, don't you get tired doing these readings and stuff like that? And I say, no, not really. I just switch off. I come in here. I don't meditate. I don't have time to meditate. I don't meditate to leave, that's for sure. Me and Ellie are out of here like dust, aren't we, Ellie? It's like we're sprinting to get home, because she's got to work tomorrow. I've got to work tomorrow, but I don't have to do these things, you know. And I saw this, you know, thing on TV a couple of weeks ago, and some psychic was saying, it was on Deal or No Deal, and she was saying something about wasn't a psychic that I know anyway, but she was saying, oh, you've got to sage this and do that and blah blah blah, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. So you don't have to do that, guys. It doesn't do anything. Even my old teacher used to say, they sit there on the lounge, the spirit sits on the lounge, and they're just looking at you as if, say, you're a rat bag. You're actually just putting smoke in the house for no reason, because we're still sitting here laughing our head off watching you. That's what she used to say. But I agree with her. I don't believe that. I don't need to do anything like that. All you need to do is make sure that you ask your spirit to protect you 24/7, and you don't need anything else. And if you're not in that element, or you're not in that zone or that phase or that universe, it's not going to work for you, because you're in something else. You're in the, the one on earth, when you should be kind of in both realms. And I know it's easy to say for me, but it's hard for you. But if you start thinking about spirit, and you start saying to yourself, well, I want you to protect me 24/7, that's what your job is, you need to do it. So, and then they will step up. They will start talking to you. You will see signs. You will see the numbers, like Scott Kraft before, he said that he was seeing the 555. So 555 means change. If you're seeing that all the time, and he wakes up at 555 in the morning, then he's definitely changing every single day. And I do things with numbers, like I'll schedule my posts on my pages at 11:11 or 8:08, or 555. I'll do it at 555 times, So it's really important that you look at the numerology with things as well. And this will resonate with your spirit. This will resonate with your soul. This will resonate with your past loved ones as well, because then they'll see, oh my gosh, I'm so excited because, Susie is seeing me now. She knows I'm around. For example, there's a feather in your bed. Like, how often do you see a feather in your bed? Etc. So things will start to happen, and they will start shifting gears for you when you start acknowledging them. And if you say that they're not there, or you haven't seen them for a while, or you don't know, or I've got a blockage, there's no such thing as a blockage, I'll tell you now. So forget that one, because they're just there in the background, but they think that you don't see them, so they go, I give up. That's all they do. But they are always there, guys. Over to you there, Miss Ellie. Any other validations? Did we do the one from Lisa Young?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, we've got that one here. Oh, yes, I just saw that. I remember that one now. But if you've got a reading, we're going to be here for about another half an hour, 30 minutes. So come over to the main page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. Will we be okay keeping our home? Claudia Illies, yes. Because you desperately need to keep this home. It's so hard out there at the moment with everything else. I feel like you're going to be keeping the home, but it's like by the skin of your teeth, Claudia. And also, I just want to say, I want you to jump off here and go watch the Secret Full movie, because the Secret Full movie is going to change your life, because you're asking me a question that you should already be positive about. Does that make sense? So you're saying, will we be okay keeping our home? Yes, you will, because you will make ends meet, and that's what you've got to do right now. Between now and Christmas, you will be making ends meet, and it's all up to you. The ball is in your court, love. It's whatever you want to dish out. Sometimes you just got to pull everything back, revisit, review what's going on around in your life and in your home, and revisit, and it'll all shift gears. I had people. I'll give you an example. People that came to me for private readings, etc., and they were talking about how their home loans was on a fixed, and then all of a sudden it stopped the fix because that time zone was like that 12 months period or that 3-year period was finished, and it doubled, like the interest rates doubled, and they were in horror and they were in shock. But I said to them, it'll all pan out. You've just got to plan it out. You know what I mean? So everything will plan out properly if you plan it properly. So that's all up to you there, Claudia, is for planning, and sticking to the plan, because there's no point going off track, because then you're going to stress yourself out. But definitely keeping this property, and it's going to be the most satisfaction that you'll ever have is doing that. And I'll leave that there. So what else do we have here? Marissa Serafino. Oh, she's just pointing me out to somebody else there. Good evening, Marissa. Watch The Secret. This is mandatory, says Marissa Serafino. 100%. She's come back to life here with us. Definitely 100% agree that there is something in the universe that can shift gears for you and make your life a lot better. It's just purely in your head. And there's another book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. You need to go watch that on YouTube as well. So it's Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill on YouTube. I watched that many years ago. I wish I would have learnt it when I was 18, because I swear to God, I would have had a lot of things changed in my life too. So thank you, Marissa. There's a story behind that, Marissa. Okay, Cindy Denham. I wish I had your gift so I could talk to my dad. Lovey, everybody has this gift. They just don't know how to use it. You just need to start daily and just talk to dad. I know you talk out loud with your dad there, Cindy, but you just need to ask him questions. Ask him to show you things. Give him a week. Like, just say, Dad, I need you to show me something within a week. Like, I'm giving you 7 days from this point to this point. You need to show me one song, one feather in my bed, or something like that, something bizarre. Give me something. Or you might see his name, or you might even have somebody that walks up to you with the same name as Dad. So, and that's a message, okay? Because it's highly unlikely. Then all of a sudden they're gone again. So look for things like that, Lovey. And you just start 10 minutes a day doing this, and it's like going to the gym and you're just exercising. That's how I see it. Yes, Paul Strife says planning is important. Yes. Okay, thank you, Paul. Yeah, great messages as always, Les. Thank you. Yes, it's been extremely busy for me. I've got to catch up with all my messages. I know that you messaged me today, Paul, to do a private reading, but I've just been absolutely run off my feet. Michelle Coburn, can you see what I have coming? Michelle Graham, sorry, coming up for me in the next 6 months, please, Leslie, especially regarding love. Okay, what do we got here? Michelle Graham. Okay, so I just got the number 3 for you in March. I'm also getting 17 around you, 8 in August as well. So I do feel like that August this year was quite upside down. It's like they're saying to me the arrow, if I drew an arrow, the arrow would be going down and the arrow would be going up as well. They're also giving me that things have actually shifted gears for you as well. Have you been itchy? Because I feel itchy all over. Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's something that you might have eaten that's made you itchy, or someone or a young male around you, because I want to scratch everywhere. And was there something with eyes as well? Eyesight here. Eyesight. And has this been a young male around you that's had issues with the eyes or scratching or something like that? Because I see some like the eczema or psoriasis or something on the skin here, on the arms. I'm also getting number 13 around you. Did I already say that? No. So 31 and 3 is 4, and the month of April as well. So this April coming up is like, looks like money coming through for you. It's going to be really nice. So there's smiles on the face, okay? And is there an event coming up that is really important, and looks like either someone's getting married or someone's having an engagement or something like that. And this is not small. I feel like this is a big family. And it looks like to me a large wedding, and I heard funeral as well. So if you've recently been to a funeral or have had a funeral with a past loved one, and this was like, there was quite a lot of people at this, and this is a male as well. And I know that sounds general, but this male was quite shy. Did not like had his heart on his sleeve, but he was always like not praying to God, but he was very quiet and peaceful man. He's just going like this. Thank you. That's what he's saying to me. Thank you. He was very polite. And I feel like this was either a grandfather or great grandfather, because he looks really quite old. So and I feel like he was a great grandfather. I'm also seeing like lots of photos around this person as well. This is like a really, really ancient, and they just showed me the old Penny Farland. Do you remember what that is? Penny Farland. A lot of old historic stuff tonight. And that is one of the old push bikes that had the really, really tiny wheel at the back, and then it had the really, really big wheel. I'm trying to draw it, and it's just shocking. And it had the handlebars. Right, this is my penny farthing, right? So it looks like, I don't know, but that's what it looks like. The big wheel at the front, and then the little wheel at the back, and then the seat, and then the... Yes, Ellie's got it on the screen. Do you want to bring your computer over, Ellie? So the old-fashioned penny farthing, I'm seeing that, and it looks like he used to ride around on that, or there's something about the old penny farthing. There it is right there. Whoops, this one here. Okay, it's the old-fashioned bike. Thanks, Ellie. But it's really, really, really cool how they used to have that. And it looks like he's standing next to this bike in one of these photos. It's like a really, really old-fashioned photo. It's like the photos have got the white border around the edge, and they're actually really, you know, when sometimes paper turns to like a yellow color when it's old, like when it's old paper. That's what's happened to it. It's gone a bit yellow. The white in the back of it's gone a bit yellow, the paper. Yeah, and he's standing. It looks like he's got his hand on it. He's got like one hand on a hip. I don't even know if that's a hat. Looks like a little bonnet hat kind of thing, little with a little I don't know, peak at the front, not a normal hat, but a little peak at the front. And he's got his hand. He's actually got his hand like at the back of the bike. It's like he's standing next to the bike. Lots of old-fashioned stuff here. I've been looking on, I've been following a few pages and it fascinates me, absolutely fascinates me. And I can't believe it, how many in this world we have abandoned castles in this world, like massive, huge buildings overseas in Scotland, in England, in Ireland. Just all these huge buildings that were castles that have been abandoned. And most of them have got furniture in them. Most of them have got some of their clothing in them. It's just crazy. And I'd always love to know what happened to the families, you know, that left those beautiful mansions behind. And a lot of people say that, you know, they're abandoned because they're too much maintenance, too hard to look after. But I wish if I would have won that $5 million I was talking about earlier that we should have won, I would be, I don't know, renovating a castle and making it into a retreat or something. I don't know. I just love castles. And whenever I retire, I'm going to go around the world looking at castles because I just love them. And I think I was born in the medieval days. So Alicia Garcia, she says, Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill, Hill. So Think and Grow Rich was written by Napoleon Hill. There's another book to it, and I'll see if I can find it. I found it the other night, actually, Napoleon. I'll write it on my hand because that's my to-do list, and I'll look up that other book. There's two books that he did, and the Think and Grow Rich is the shorter, briefer version of the first one. And it's on YouTube, but it's faster to watch the book or listen to the audio because you can put the playback speed to 1.25, and you can just listen to the audio quicker than you can read the book because a lot of people are time poor, Lovey. So do that. That's what I do. But I'll leave that there. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to Alive 90.5 FM.
Alive 90.5.
Oh, what's happening? Why did it freeze?
Oh, we're frozen.
It should kick in after 10 seconds.
Yeah. Is it frozen?
Yeah, like the station playlist is frozen.
Yep, fair enough. It'll kick in. I'll just turn my live off because if it throws in a song, just put me back to live if you want. Leave those ads. Oh dear. See, technical issues, guys. We still have them. Is it working? Oh. got an issue, guys. We'll just hold on. Okay, guys, we're going to have to go because the system has was it done, Ellie? It's jammed up.
Frozen.
It's frozen. We can't do anything with it. We have to just, it's kicked into its overdrive, into auto, and we cannot do anything. So we're just going to have to report it in and go from there. But we'll see you back on Sunday night next week, 8 till 10. Actually, tomorrow night I'll probably be on, I'll go live on, if I get a chance to get there, with one of my friends from SWA. So it'll be at the SWA radio station, and she wants to interview me. So I'll post it up on my page sometime tomorrow. So keep your eyes open for that, guys, and I'll see you later. We'll catch up soon. Bye. Thanks for joining us. Cheers. 1 second, Ellie. Turn it down.